The simple way to practice your slice serve, I put a wheel on top of this device, and I can just practice spinning a wheel. If you notice, it's just a wheel that I just went ahead and make this contraption. I just put a wheel on top of a little pole here, and a little stand I made, and then I can just practice with my serve. I can adjust this the height I want, and I can practice, spinning the wheel in different directions. If I want to tilt it, I can tilt it like this and practice. And so it's a great way of spinning, learning to spin. And so you want to learn how to get your wrists loose. And a word that rhymes with loose is goose. You want your wrists as loose as a goose. And so I'm practicing at 3 o'clock. This side, if I want the other left-handed, it would be like practicing 9 o'clock. And so if you had the face of the clock. And so I'm thinking, I'm practicing just being loose as a goose, learning how my wrist moves. And whatever I do right-handed, I always do left-handed. And so I try to work as much as I can left-handed, building up the strength. And so right hand, and I practice, and then I practice also left-handed. Okay, and so I can tilt it if I want. Okay, it's a great way of practicing spin. And so when you're spinning it, try to spin it in such a way that you're spinning upwards. When you're serving, you always want to go up and out, lead with the edge. And so you have the edge of the racket, you want to practice leading with the edge. It's a great way of practicing. You can start off half racket and then long racket, whichever you want to do. And so practice that way. It's a great way of practicing. If I want to take this off, I can just take this off. And then what I can do is I can turn actually a pair of old crutches that I took apart. And then I can practice the wheel like this. And so now I'm practicing topspin. So a lot of times I'll talk to people, if young kids, they'll say, go over the ball. And that's one way I do it, okay? Or, you can do the opposite. You can go under the ball, okay? And so you're practicing going under it, or over the top of it, or going under it, okay? I can just take this and I can practice spinning it this way, okay? And a lot of times I like taking things apart, see how they're made. And it's just one thing I like doing, and try to find uses of it. And so here is an old pair of crutches that I had, and now I'm just practicing using it as a stand. And if I want to, I can put it on a stand, another stand I have, and that way I don't have to hold it, and then I can just practice like this. It's just a great way of practicing spin, getting loose, learning how your hand moves if I want to. I can also practice, the opposite side of my racket. That's a great way of working. People don't think of that, I can go this way, building strength up, or I can use the opposite and go this way. It's amazing how, you can learn and get stronger, and you can learn how to spin the opposite way. That would really drive people crazy if you could serve with the opposite side of the racket, and of course it's going to curve. If the ball's if you're holding it this way, if it's curving that way, you hit this side, it's going to curve the other way. And so it's a great way. Just leave the edge, okay? Stop it, practice going, leave the edge. Great way of practicing. And like I said, I like to do both hands, right-handed and left-handed. And if I can, I try to go upward, okay? And I want to get that loose motion when I serve. I don't want to be tight, I want to be loose, okay? It's just a great way of practicing. That's a little practice for serving. And so if you do both sides like this, I imagine, I know that you're actually going to become more skillful at spinning. When you hit a slice serve or a spin serve, you're going to be much more effective. And so it's just enjoyable, inventing things, practicing, being creative. And so I hope this is helpful. No script on this, just going by, just going spontaneous. Okay, lots of fun.